Hi, and welcome back to the Wormery. Today we are here in my 40-gallon worm bin to give them their 21st feeding, and I guess they made about their 6 month. They're about 6 months old in this system as well. Excuse me while I bend down here. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump the camera. Take a gander. I believe the last time we fed them was back here. Oh, there's some wormy action underneath the bubbles. I hope you all can see all those wormies back there in the corner. You'll have to zoom in. There's a great deal of wormies hanging out back there. That's like the only natural spot left in this bin. Man, they're doing a good number on all this bedding. There's almost like no hamster bedding left in there. I'm half tempted to come in and add about 2 or 3 inches to the bin here. Give them some more area. This is just some coffee that was sitting on the surface. They got quite a bit. Oh, there's some wormies just hanging out right on the top. Wow. These wormies, there's a ton of wormies in here, by the way. Let me see if we can get some more wormy action. Let's cover them back up. Check out these apples, see if these guys have gotten into any of these apples yet. It don't look like there's any. Maybe a little bit of action. I'm gonna dig that down and let them get after it a little easier now. There's another one over here. I'd rather the wormies be doing the eating in the bin. I mean, the microbes and the other life. Yeah, I'm happy that they're eating, but I'd rather the wormies be eating these and not the fruit flies and so we'll put that down into the casting so that the wormies bump into it a little bit easier. There's another one. We'll push that one down. Let's go over this way. Dig down. Oh man, these castings look wonderful down there. Look at those castings. Beautiful. Breaks apart real easy. Yeah, I'm happy. The bin is doing wonderful. Let's not disturb them too much. Let's do one more dig down here. See how these guys are. Oh my god, there's so many worms. See all them healthy red wigglers? I guess they make the population in this big 40-gallon worm bin to be 2,500 to 3,000 worms. They are really cooking in this stuff. They have cooked. They have done a major amount of work inside this bedding. And like I said, there's lots of them. So occasionally we'll bump into a piece of the paper bedding up here. But yeah, the wormies really like that. It's this really fine. The hamster bedding is this really fine, like cray paper, and they put multiple layers. And I don't know if they press it so that it bonds with itself, and then they cut it up to make the clumps. But yeah, the wormies really can get it. Once it gets wet and the wormies get into it, they devour it. They really hound it. ate through this paper bedding like it was no tomorrow. I'm really happy with how fast these worms have processed it. So they're likely to run out of bedding if within the year if I don't upgrade and put some more in. But that we'll discuss that at a later time. Let's get on with the feeding. These guys are hungry. Just a little bit of apple. I didn't see any of the carrot that we put in there. So this is some celery. It's seen better days as far as human consumption. Celery is a pretty slow food from what I can recall, especially if you don't slice it up. I'm gonna spread it out. It was frozen. It's been thawing for about 2 hours now. We got the worm bin's favorite food, and I didn't see not a speck of this in there. We gave them a bunch of pumpkin the last time we were in there, and I didn't find one piece of the orange stuff in there. So wormies are really hounding down the bedding and the foodstuffs that I put in here. Really exciting. So when I do feed this bin, I do go kind of overboard since there's so many worms in it. And we got a special treat for this bin too. Break up the squash a little bit. We got a special treat for these guys. We had a dragon fruit in the house, and it was a white one, and it wasn't very good. So here's what's left of the other half. The mini worm bin got half, and this bin is getting half. You know what? I'm going to put this closer to this side because that's where the wormies are hanging out at the moment. There's that good number of them. We got some carrot we're going to throw in the bin. We're going to give them everything but this apple. Sorry folks, just breaking the squash up behind the scenes here. Alright. Okay, so that is that. So yeah. Alright, so we gotta get their amendments. Their amendments. We got some crab and lobster shell. We got scoop of some eggshell for them guys. These guys, not them. These guys. Full scoop of vermicelli for these guys. All over the bin, not just the feeding zone. coffee. We definitely have coffee for these guys. Sorry, I'm spilling half of it out of the bowl that I got it sitting in to dry. Thankfully, there's not a lot of, there's a few clumps that I'm gonna break up with my fingers here. I don't think the little clumps would do anything to heat up the system, but easier for the wormies. If it's broken up into the ground, it's not clumps. And hey, I think, I hope your view wasn't very obstructed. How come it's not changing? Huh. I sure hope the app just froze and not... Yeah, my app froze. I can't see anything different, so I'm sorry if you were obstructed by the scissors. But that is the feeding. We got the dragon fruit, we got our celery, we got our carrots, we got squash, we got zucchini, we got an alert. Whoopee, an alert. Oh my god, little greenhouse is freezing. Alright, I gotta go mess with the diesel heater. You might catch that video. It shoots flames out. Alright guys, hey, and I found a thermocouple here. I gotta bury that back into the castings. Alright guys, I don't want to make this a forever video taking 20 minutes. Yeah, what am I saying? Alright, yeah, I gotta go check on the little greenhouse. It's cold. Yep, hey, so that's our feeding. We're gonna cover this feeding zone with a good amount of bedding. I'll do that off scenes, and from the looks of it, we could afford to plug our Mister system back in and give this one in our 27-gallon bin a little bit of a drink. Does look a little dry in there, and that will help them get into this bedding a little better. Yeah, they can eat dry bedding. It has to be wet. And the wormies will benefit. They breathe a lot better because they need the moisture on their skin to breathe. So rather than hear me ramble some more, I'm sure I've said this before. Alright guys, thank you all so much for watching my videos. It's very encouraging. I got about 59, 60 subscribers. Very thankful for all you and coming to watch the videos. If you got a minute, hey, leave me a comment, leave me some constructive criticism. I love to hear it. And hey, leave me a thumbs up, subscribe. Bye bye now. Have a great evening. Bye bye.